of frontline work. New York has recently joined the list of states mandating flood risk disclosures during home sales. New York has recently joined the list of states mandating flood risk disclosures during home sales, a law signed by Governor Kathy Hochul. This move comes after a summer filled with disasters and underscores the escalating home insurance crisis in the country. The new legislation, enacted after a season characterized by record heat and global precipitation, eliminates a state law loophole that previously allowed homeowners to pay a $500 fee to bypass disclosing their home's flood risk. Sellers are now required to provide additional information about their property's flood history, including whether it is located in a flood hazard area and if any flood insurance claims have been made. Despite the Northeast's reputation for being relatively safe from climate change effects, states in this region, including New York, have experienced an uptick in extreme weather events. Last summer, heavy rainfall caused devastating flooding in Vermont, New York, and other Northeast states, resulting in at least one death and extensive damage to homes and businesses. The law also draws attention to the growing home insurance crisis in the U.S. As major insurers cease offering new plans in states most affected by climate-related disasters, more Americans are struggling to insure their homes. Approximately 39 million U.S. properties, about a quarter of all homes in the country, are undervalued for their climate risks. The National Flood Insurance Program, a government-funded initiative providing flood protection for those unable to access private insurance plans, is also facing difficulties. With a $20 billion deficit largely due to increasingly frequent and severe weather events, federal flood insurance premiums are expected to skyrocket, potentially by up to 700%. The Northeast has also been grappling with record heat, severe flash droughts, and increased wildfire impacts. Wildfire smoke has even darkened New York City's skies, despite the fires occurring hundreds to thousands of miles away. Scientists predict these trends will only intensify as the climate continues to warm. A group of 6 young climate activists from Portugal are preparing for a landmark court case against 32 European governments. They allege that these governments have violated their human rights by failing to adequately tackle climate change. This case, the first of its kind to be filed with the European Court of Human Rights, could result in substantial fines for member nations and potentially force them to drastically reduce emissions and transition to a clean energy economy. Meanwhile, in the United States, there is growing concern over the wages of federal wildland firefighters, with the country facing some of its most severe fire seasons. Tensions are escalating as wage guarantees and benefits, implemented to attract and retain firefighters, are due to expire at the end of September. If these wage increases are not extended by Congress, experts predict a significant departure of frontline workers